You say we just fucking, but you grab my hand whenever we walking in public. Baby, you bugging. Thought you were down, but maybe I was just misjudging. Think that we are good, but really and truly they do not know nothing. You are the reason that I have a hard time adjusting to trusting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, hit me when you done. You can hit me when you done. Have no time for me, you have no time for me. After all this time, why'd you lie to me? Why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? Baby, hit me when you done. You can hit me when you done. Have no time for me, you have no time for me. After all this time, why'd you lie to me? Why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? Open your eyes, loved it when you would keep me company. Tell me you love me, swear I hate when you tell me you love me. Baby, stop lying, I can see the lies through the crying. Told you I hate you, inside I knew I was lying. Inside I knew I was lying. Girl, my love for you is steadily dying. Had to ask myself, why do I keep trying? Now I'm fighting these feelings by keeping my silence. Baby, hit me when you done. You can hit me when you done. Have no time for me, you have no time for me. After all this time, why'd you lie to me? Why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? Baby, hit me when you done. You can hit me when you done. Have no time for me, you have no time for me. After all this time, why'd you lie to me? Why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? I got so caught up with you, yeah. And girl, you know well, it's true, yeah. In the moment with you, yeah. All I ever wanted was your love.
Am I the only one who gets extremely bloated after a workout? Just like it's all water weight because I'm drinking so much water whilst I'm working out. I feel like I'm gonna faint, to be honest. Alright, they close in 2 minutes. I gotta go get my stuff and go before they kick me out. Let's go. It would look like a soggy rat. If you don't come out of your workout drenched in nothing but sweat, wasn't worth it. Hello everyone, it's India. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm finally getting around to filming my workout routine. I've been getting a bazillion trillion requests on filming one of these videos ever since I started posting myself working out more and kind of getting on my fitness journey, which started like the beginning of this year. I guess the reason why I kept putting it off was because I'm not an expert when it comes to the gym, and I don't really have a set workout routine. Like, it's not like I go to the gym and I'm like, okay, leg day, I have a set thing that I do. But I was struggling really hard on thinking of how I was gonna film this if I don't technically have a routine, but I realized you guys pretty much just want to see what I get up to at the gym. So I thought I'd write down all my favorite exercises for when I go to the gym. I never really plan my workouts. I kind of always just go to the gym, do a bit of cardio and maybe some body weights, and that's kind of it. I wrote everything in my notes so I can stay organized, because we know I like to rant. I thought I'd also share with you how I got into my fitness journey. To be honest, when I first started seeing results, I didn't even go to the gym. I started this fitness journey back in January when England was in lockdown and the gyms weren't open. So I guess I also wanted to tell you guys, if you don't have a gym membership, it is still possible to be on a fitness health journey without going to the gym. And what I mean by fitness journey, because like I've always gone to the gym or tried to eat healthy, tried to do little workouts here and there, but it's only been since the start of this year that I actually started seeing results and actually started to be dedicated, and I've actually seen a huge change and I'm so much more fit. Because if we just talk about my old workout routine like last year, this is what a typical gym day would look like. I'd do about 25 minutes on the treadmill, I'd walk for 5 minutes, run for 5 minutes, walk for 5 minutes, run for 5 minutes, walk for 5 minutes. And when I say run, I was doing it at like an incline of 2.5 and a speed of 7. I really wasn't pushing myself, and that would be followed by me lazily doing a little bit of body workout. Had no idea what I was doing, and I would go and like, yeah, it was enough to keep me kind of active, but I never saw results ever. And then obviously 2 weeks of me doing that, I didn't see any results, so I'd just give up and stop trying. And it's so easy to do that. So I'm just gonna take you guys through my fitness journey and tell you guys my fitness routine when I started, so back when I was in lockdown, and I'm gonna tell you what I started to do when the gym started opening and I joined a gym, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I do now, because I've been getting a bunch of questions on how I built up my fitness, because now I can run for like an hour, and this time last year if I ran for 10 minutes I'd have to run to the locker room because I felt like I was gonna throw up and faint. I am not kidding when I say that, but it didn't just happen overnight, so I thought I'd tell you guys my little journey. If you don't really give a about my fitness journey and how I started, just want to kind of see what I do now, I'll put a little time for you to skip to. Don't worry, I got you. But for those who want to know how I got into it, then just keep watching. Let's go, ladies. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my lockdown routine. I've had a few questions asking me what motivated me to start my fitness journey. It was never like an overnight decision being like, you know what, I'm gonna get on a fitness journey. It was more of just, okay, I was going through a breakup and I wanted to just like be better than everyone else. I wanted to make sure that he would never find anyone better than me. Even if I didn't get into this fitness journey, he'd still never find someone better than me, so. But the motivation started off with a breakup, which I feel like is a lot of people's actually. But because the gyms weren't open, here's what I did. First of all, I hate cardio, or I hated cardio. Could not run for the life of me. I started walking 10,000 steps a day. If you followed me on Instagram, I was probably really annoying because all I would spam my stories with every day was my steps. I live in the Cotswolds, so it's really pretty. A lot of countryside fields and nice roads. So I just walked 10,000 steps a day, which would take me about an hour and a half. And I honestly mainly did that actually because of my mental health, and it helped so much. When I was going through this breakup, I was stuck in lockdown. I couldn't go out and see friends and go out and distract myself. It was torture sitting in my bedroom all day just thinking about him. And he lived in LA. LA was open, so he could hang out with his friends every day, and I was just going insane. So the walks really helped with my mental health. Honestly, even if you're not on a fitness journey, go do it. And I started feeling really good about myself. Say maybe like a week or two into that, I started getting a little motivated to do some at-home workouts. It was literally like 5-10 minute workouts that I did every single day that I actually saw pretty good results from. I feel like when you start being a little bit healthy and active and you feel really good about it, it really makes you want to do more. So that's when I started doing like a 5-10 minute at-home workout every day in my bedroom, like on the floor in my bedroom. It was only really abs and butt. That's all I cared about. I didn't care about my legs and arms. I do 100 crunches and 100 leg lifts. I remember I used to listen to like the Trisha Paytas Ethan podcast whilst I did this, or like I'd watch Netflix. So I do 25 crunches, then 25 leg lifts on each leg, so my legs would just like lift my butt in the air. And you really, it's a mental thing. You can easily just do that action, but you have to like really flex the butt muscle and tense the butt muscle and like think about the muscle that you're doing, and that's the only time you'll see results, trust me. 25 leg lifts each leg, so kind of 50. Then I do 25 more crunches, then 25 more leg lifts each leg, then 25 more crunches, then I'd add on 15 fire hydrants each leg, which is basically where you put your leg outwards so it goes out and you really feel that on your side hip. And I do 25 more crunches, and then I'd finish with a 1-minute plank, and that was kind of me done. But sometimes if I just felt like being extra, I would do some of those like butt bridges, so it's like where you're on your back and then you like lift, you do this butt lift where you lift your butt, squeeze your butt cheeks really hard. And that was pretty much it. And I, after 2 weeks of consistently going on walks, doing 10,000 steps a day and doing this like 5-10 minute butt ab workout every day, I saw a difference. And I kept that up for about a month. And I remember in February, I went on a trip to LA and I got there. I had so many compliments from my friends being like, you've lost weight. Like, I was shocked. Like, I didn't see, I guess my body dysmorphia like was clouding my brain. I didn't know if I had actually lost weight or if it was just my body dysmorphia looking in the mirror and seeing something else all the time. But when other people started telling me this, that's when I knew I had, and I was like, oh my god, and I felt amazing. I just felt really confident. So even if you don't do the 5-10 minute ab workout, I just want to stress how badly I think you should do the walks. I saw such a difference. Even back when I spent $300 a month on a gym membership when I lived in LA, I never saw the results that I did when I did the 10,000 step walk. Probably because I wasn't putting much effort in, but yeah. I just want to say, walking is so much more effective than you think. That is literally how I lost weight, like walking. Then I went off to LA for a while, and when I came back, England was finally out of lockdown. My mom signed me up to join this gym, and that's when I started going to the gym. So I would continue doing my 10,000 steps a day just because I loved it. It was really great for my mental health. But when I started going back to the gym, this is what I did. I kind of didn't really know what I was doing when I first got there, so I honestly just started doing a bit of cardio on the bike. I would do like 20 minutes on the bike, and then I would follow up with like 5 or 10 minutes either on the rowing machine or on the Stairmaster or on that like cross trainer where you like do this with your legs and your arms. Yeah. So I just do like 30 minutes of cardio, follow up by going over to them like mats at my gym, and I would pretty much just do the same exact workouts that I did at home, but I would do it at the gym. I didn't really know what I was doing, to say the least, but nevertheless I kept that up. I was still seeing really good results. However, then at this point, whilst I was doing this, that's when I started actually caring about what I was eating. Because back in January when I started going on my walks and exercising more, I was still eating how I kind of normally ate, which is still pretty healthy. Like, I always ate moderately healthy. I never was one to eat McDonald's every day and chicken nuggets and fries. Although I do remember at the beginning of this year when the katsu chicken nuggets from McDonald's came out, I was there for them. I was there for them. They were so good. I always ate pretty moderately healthy, but I didn't switch up my diet or anything. However, when I got back from LA in like March, well, because when I was in LA I wasn't exercising that much, keeping my fitness routine up, I started to feel a bit felt like I kind of just undid all the progress I had done. I mean, not fully, I just didn't feel as good as I did when I went out there. So that's why when I got back to England I started focusing on eating healthier. So not only was I now doing my 10,000 steps a day, adding an extra 30 minutes of cardio a day, whatever ab and butt workouts I was doing at home but at the gym, on top of that I started caring about what I was putting into my body, and that's when I started eating healthier. Now obviously I'm switching up my diet and my exercise, and I'm actually sticking to it. I started seeing a huge change. One thing I want to say is I never restricted myself from a certain food group. I never went keto, cut out specific foods. I didn't do any of that. I just started being a lot more mindful of what I was eating and the portion sizes but I feel like talking about food is a whole different video, and I don't want to get into that. So we'll talk about that in another video if you guys want to see how I started eating better. Then I went off to LA again for a couple weeks, had fun. I kind of just kept up what I was normally doing, but with allowing myself some cheat meals here and there to eat my favorite foods like Korean barbecue, catch LA, or the sushi. Oh my god, I ate so much sushi. And I would work out with my friend Regina like every other day. So I was still kind of keeping that up moderately. I feel like I really want to do a video on how I stay in shape whilst I'm traveling or going on trips, because with all the traveling I do, that's definitely something I've had to be wary of. Anyway, I got back from LA in like mid-June, and that's when I got cheated on. I was depressed. I didn't eat for a week, didn't work out for a week, didn't do anything for a week, and oof, don't do that. The one thing I'm gonna say, don't restrict yourself too much, because I lost my boobs. Lost like a full cup size at least off my boobs. Yeah, literally such a walking out. Like, I get cheated on and I lose a cup size. That's just, oh, I got done dirty. Anyway, not long after that I went off to Texas to visit family. I just kept up my health and fitness and stuff there. I think it was when I got back from LA and New York, August. That's when I started taking the gym a bit more seriously and incorporating some weights. And I discovered I can run. Like, yeah, I can run, but like, I can run. It was not something that I had like practiced before. Kind of was traumatized from running from when I remember doing 10 minutes straight on the treadmill at like a speed of 8, and I had to run to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna throw up and faint. So after that I kind of stayed away from the treadmill and I only did like cardio exercises on the bike. I guess because I had been building up my fitness journey so much and I was so much more fit now and I worked out a lot more. I remember this one time I was just kind of really bored of always going on the bike, because I used to just only really do the bike when I did cardio there. Now I kind of don't really like the bike. I way prefer the treadmill. But I remember one time I was like really bored bored of the bike, so I went on the treadmill. I just was like, oh, I'll just start doing a bit of running, see how it goes, you know. I just remember running and I was like, this is kind of easy. So I kept putting up the speed and I just kept running, listening to my like hard music. I think also what gave me a lot of endurance was the fact that I was like pissed off. Like, I wasn't pissed off, but like when I run, it's sometimes easy to just like think of all your issues and just like act as if you're running away from it. It's nice. What could motivate me more, possibly, than getting cheated on? Just like let all my anger out and just like run really freaking hard. But before I knew it, I pretty much did like an hour on the treadmill. And I was like, no way I did that. It felt like superhero powers unlocked. I really felt like I just unlocked a superpower. I felt amazing. Like, I wasn't out of breath. I didn't feel like I was gonna faint. Didn't feel like I was gonna throw up. After that, every time I went to the gym, I just started running. My camera died. I'm back. But yeah, that is how I started running. And that is where now my new, updated, but still has a lot to improve on, workout routine has started. Yeah, let's get into my workout routine. Finally, enough of me ranting. This is what I do when I go to the gym. Okay, I'm gonna start by telling you guys my cardio routine. Because to be honest, if I go to the gym, I always do cardio. And I try and do like body exercises and weight stuff. It really just depends on how lazy I am. Because I find with cardio, it's super easy to just get an hour done, killed. I can just zone out the entire time and it's still very effective. Whereas you can't really zone out when you're doing body workout exercises, because I think a huge part of actually seeing improvement is using your mind. Like, you constantly have to be thinking like, do I have the right form? Are all the muscles that need to be squeezed, are they squeezing? When I used to do leg lifts, I didn't realize how important it was to like make sure your mind is thinking about your glutes and squeezing it. Like, that's why I used to find them so easy. So I was literally just like putting my leg up and down, like it was pretty easy. Whereas when you actually like squeeze the glutes, really think about it, like it's so much harder, and that's the only time you're actually gonna see results. So yeah, I always do cardio when I go to the gym, but I try and do weight stuff here and there if I have the mental capacity and I'm not being lazy. I'll start by telling you my cardio routine, and then afterwards, because I don't really have a set ab routine or leg day routine, I just have exercises that I like to do, and every time I go to the gym I'll switch things up, which is actually really good for your body to like shock it and like switch things up all the time so it doesn't get too used to it. Okay, so cardio.
So guys, I walked for 10 minutes, then I actually ran for 20 minutes. I don't usually do that. I'm gonna try and do 60 minutes today. I just walked for another 10 minutes. I have like about 20 seconds, so I'm gonna do another 10-minute run, and then I'm gonna finish with a 10-minute walk. So I'm gonna switch up in about 10 seconds. Okay, it's coming up on 39 minutes, 50 seconds. I turn this down to about 4.5. Now it's coming up, and then I put this up to 9.6, and then let's put on a different song. I like Off the Grid by Kanye West. Run to Off the Grid and Hurricane. It usually ends in about 10 minutes. Sip of water, and now I start running.
Treadmill is my best friend right now. Who knows, it might switch up. But for the past few months, I love doing the treadmill. So here's my little treadmill routine. Depending on how long I have, I usually aim for an hour, but sometimes I only have like 30 minutes. And if I only have 30 minutes, I'll do 10 minutes walking, 10 minutes running, 10 minutes walking. If I have an hour, I'll do 10 minutes walking, 10 minutes running, 10 minutes walking, 20 minutes running sometimes, or I'll do 15 minutes walking. I just like to switch between both walking and running, but I usually try and get in an hour. I usually burn about 650 calories on that. Oh, by the way, before I step on a treadmill, I make sure I have my water bottle filled up. I make sure my shoelaces are tied really tight, because the worst thing is when you're like halfway through your workout, super motivated, and then your shoelace comes undone. You either have to stop the thing, which just messes up the whole thing, or you just have to be super careful and hope that you don't trip and smash your face into the ground. So I start by walking for 10 minutes at a super high incline and like a pretty good speed. When I started, I'd walk at I think like incline of 12.5 or 13, like a speed of 4, but now I've kind of built up to doing an incline of 14.5 and a speed of 5.5. Once those 10 minutes are done, I run at an incline of 4.5 and a speed of 9.5. By the way, this did take time to build up to. You can always lower them. I think I started with an incline of 3 and a speed of 8.5. Then I walk again at an incline of 14.5 and a speed of 6, so I bring up the speed. Yes, it's like very fast-paced walking. And then once those 10 minutes are up, I'll go back to running. Incline 4.5, speed 9.5, and then walk and repeat. Oh, only thing I want to say, in the 10 minutes that I do of running, huge thing for me is the music that I'm listening to. And I love to listen to Off the Grid and then Hurricane from Donda. And what I do when I'm listening to Off the Grid, there's a part in the song that kind of slows down and picks back up again. And when it does that, I bring the speed up 10.5 and I run 10.5 until the song's over. And then when it goes to Hurricane, I run at a speed of 10. Like like 9.5. Then when the certain part of the song hits for like 30 seconds, I'll do 10.5. For the next song, which is like 5 minutes, I'll run at the speed of 10. In soccer in my backyard, I'll put the speed up. So that's my cardio routine pretty much. Sometimes, but rarely, if I'm feeling extra, I'll do like 10 minutes on the Stairmaster or some on the cross trainer. Or if my knees hurt, because if you're running that long, like it's not good for your knees, do like 5-10 minutes on the bike. That just kind of takes some pressure off your knees. It's really good for them. That's cardio. Now on to like the body exercises that I enjoy doing. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I don't really know what I'm doing. These are just exercises that I've learned from other people, watching YouTube videos, things like that. By the way, I love Romy Street's workouts. If I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just too lazy to come up with my own exercises, I will do her workout. I'm obsessed with her 10-minute ab workout and her 10-minute leg workout. It's a killer. But it's also like you're capable of doing it. Like Alexis Ren's, I don't like hers because I find it too hard. Romy Street's, it's like realistic and it's hard. It kicks your butt. Okay, so for abs, I used to do the weighted ball sit-ups, but I heard somewhere that if you add weights to your abs, sort of it can like grow your waist or like make your waist bulky. I don't know. That's probably cap. But it made me like kind of cut back on them, but I still do them. I still do them here and there just because it's a killer for my abs and it always leaves them sore the next day, which I like. Sometimes I like to do regular crunches. I also like doing like leg lift crunches. So you're lying down and you touch your toe each side. I don't switch in between each side. I find it easier to do like 15 on one side and then 15 on the other side. I feel like it really hurts more. I also like to do bicycle crunches. I try and aim for 100 of those, but sometimes I can only get to like 75. Yeah, try and aim for 100 of those. It's a killer. And then once you're done with your 100, try and just hold it. Like try and just hold the position. I sometimes like to do these like little side toe touches. I think they're really good for your side abs, but they're also just pretty easy. Planks. I love doing planks, but my form is always awful. By the way, I know you're going to be watching some of these weight stuff that I'm doing and body exercises and you're going to be like, India, look at your form. And I know I'm not the best form. I'm not saying I'm amazing. I try. I like to do a regular plank for about a minute and then a side plank on each side for 30 seconds, but I struggle with those. It's like a lot of weight, you know, for your arms to deal with. Yeah, it's just because I have weak arms. Oh, I like to do the side crunches where like you're lying on your side and then you just kind of crunch up. Those are really good for your side abs too. I like to grab that little dome ball thing. I like to hold on to that and do mountain climbers where you cross your leg each over one. And then also I like to do the Spider-Man ones where you like kind of put your leg on the outside ones. Romy Street does that in her ab workout. I love that. And if you want a killer that will leave you really sore and is also really good kind of cardio too, is a burpee weighted lift. So I'm pretty sure you do like a plank, you jump your feet in, you grab like a weighted ball and you jump up and then you squat back down and then you put it down and you go back into the plank and then you go back up. I am explaining this awfully. I told you I'm not a pro. You guys just want to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to show you. Move on to leg / bum. Honestly, I'm gonna butcher explaining all this, but if you want to get a really good leg workout, do Romy Street's workouts. They're so much better. Okay, one thing I really recommend you guys investing in is a weighted band. Like I use these all the time and they're amazing. So I like to do little squat walks. You squat down and you kind of like put your foot side by side. Yeah, I do a little squat walks. Try and do 10 back and forth. I do the bridge bum lift your butt up, and I like to do a bunch of those and you squeeze really, really hard on your glutes. Also, once you're done doing like 10-20 of those, I like to keep my butt up in the air, squeeze really tight and spread my legs, close them, spread, close, spread, close with the weighted band, and that really is a killer. Then I like to do the side bent leg lift. I do a bunch of those. I then like to do a side leg lift, pulses with my legs out straight. So I do a bunch of pulses and then I like to hold, and that just, ooh, that kills. Also, you can do this with a band, but I prefer doing it with ankle weights is when I do my little butt lifts. You don't even need to do a weight, like you can do it without. I'd say start without, but if you want to make it a little bit harder, I'd say get an ankle weight, or you can even do them with the bands. The band always slips off my leg and it's annoying. I like using ankle weights and doing a bunch of those butt lifts. You have to use your brain, you have to like think about the muscle that you're tensing. I like to do some bent legs, some straight leg, and then I like to finish up with some fire hydrants, get that like outer butt. Also side lunges with weight, and then like the forward lunges. I don't know, Romy Street does a lot of lunges in her leg workouts. Honestly, I just recommend you go and watch her video. That's what I like to do if I'm doing a leg thing. Oh, also step up with weights. Get 2 weights and you go on the little step up machine and you do a bunch of like step up things. You can add a little lunge into it. And then lastly, arms. I'm really weak with my arms actually. I don't really know how to do arm stuff very well, so I just kind of, my mom helps me out with that actually. I do some of those like bicep curls. I also really love doing the tricep ones where you like lean over a bench bench and you hold your thing and you just like pull back. Also the ones where you leave it bent and then you straighten out, those really get, you see that muscle there working? Oh, I like don't want to raise my arms right now because I haven't waxed, but you do the ones where you hold the thing, one heavy weight, and you lift it up like that. That's a really good one. I actually enjoy doing that one. Another one is where you put your arms out and you do those mini circles forwards and backwards. Those are really good at getting these bingo wings sorted. I don't do much for my shoulders and stuff. I know, I'm still learning. Sometimes I'll do that machine where you pull it down and you get your back kind of shoulders working. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that too. Also, don't be afraid of using weights. You're not gonna bulk, it's just gonna tone you. So yeah. Anyway, that is my workout routine. I'm still learning all the like the weight stuff and everything. So hopefully once I've actually figured my life out with that and organized and educated myself on how to get a really good body workout into place, I can do a better workout routine for you guys. And also it won't be so long with me just sat here talking loads about my journey. But I just got a bunch of requests asking for my workout routine, how I got into it, how to get into a fitness routine, because I understand that the gym can be super intimidating, and for months I would go to the gym and didn't do much. Did the same little workouts that I was doing at home at the gym because I didn't know what to do and I was intimidated, and it took time of me going with my mom, time of me just researching at home of things to do. Anyway, let me know if I missed anything out for you guys. Let me know what you guys want to see next. If you have any other questions, just leave them all in the comments below. And the biggest thing I can't stress enough, stay consistent. I saw this thing and I was like, that's very true. It takes about 2 weeks for you to start feeling a change. It takes about 4 weeks for you to start noticing a change, and about 6 weeks for other people to start noticing a change. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.